Igor Yegorov of St. Petersburg in northwest Russia. We're glad that you're with us today. Can you tell us a little bit about your region and why a U.S. business would want to go there?
St. Petersburg is a big city. It's the second largest city in Russia with a population of 4.6 billion people. And it is surrounded by Leningrad region, which is a separate entity in Russian Federation. And together the metropolitan area of St. Petersburg and Leningrad region is the second largest consumer market in Russia. Also, among the benefits of being located in St. Petersburg is its proximity to Western Europe, its heritage of culture and its educational institutions. Therefore, there is a lot of qualified personnel in St. Petersburg, and it's also the proximity to the port. St. Petersburg is the one of the largest ports in Russia, and it handles about half of Russia's foreign trade. So I think those are the main factors. Also, the infrastructure is well developed in comparison to many other regions of Russia, and so many companies choose to locate just outside St. Petersburg in the Leningrad region. Therefore, they have the benefit of being close to the ports, being close to the labor market, being close to the consumer market, and being in a place which has good infrastructure.
What are the top prospects in the St. Petersburg area?
I think when one locates in St. Petersburg, one needs to think not just of the city and the surrounding area, but of the whole northwest region, which is a vast area, very rich in natural resources. And St. Petersburg is a center in Russia for certain type of industries, such as, for example, shipbuilding or the research institute. 70% of research for shipbuilding is in St. Petersburg. It's also the center of Russia's pulp and paper industry. Many companies are located there, and many research institutes for pulp and paper are located in St. Petersburg. It also has a lot of software development companies. And I think the emerging trend is towards more automotive producers to be located near St. Petersburg. For the moment, there is a Ford plant near St. Petersburg. Toyota plant is being built in St. Petersburg. Daimler, Chrysler, and Volkswagen also considering St. Petersburg as a potential Leningrad region just outside St. Petersburg as a potential place to do business. I think that St. Petersburg also has a lot to offer in terms of other industries, such as retail trade. The retail trade turnover during the last year, the estimates are close to $10 billion. There is also a financial services market that is growing, consumer loans and other financial products. There is a lot of interest towards US franchises, and I think I'm seeing a lot of interest from Russian companies to find more about US companies that offer franchises. There is also a lot of interest in other sectors of economy, in energy efficiency, building materials, and you name it. I think there is possible to find interest in almost any industry.
It sounds like a you name it kind of economy in the St. Petersburg area. Can you give us an example of a small U.S. company that you've helped there?
We're getting a lot of inquiries from U.S. companies which really cover a broad range of issues. Many companies just want to understand how to get established in St. Petersburg, how to open an office, how to find staff, how to find representatives, how to do due diligence of a local company that a U.S. company is having correspondence with but doesn't know anything about this company, how to contact the bank, how to arrange trade finance, and all these issues that are quite simple if you are working with some country which you know about, but in Russia a lot of information is not available. A lot of information is in Russian, like about certification, about customs. So those are questions that we handle almost every day. A recent example, I worked with a small US investment fund that was searching for investment targets in St. Petersburg. And of course it's very difficult because there are probably a lot of investment opportunities, but you have to find a team that is with the same vision and that you can trust. So I have assisted this fund and selected a few companies in the sectors that they have asked for, and I'm hoping that they will make an investment in one company. So what our role was, and my role too, was to work with this Russian company, which is the investment target, to help them understand the needs of the US investment fund and how to present themselves and how to make themselves attractive, and also to help the US fund to understand the strategy of this company and how it works and what the prospects are. So it's a work in two directions, with the Russian company and with the US company. So they met, and I think they were very happy to learn about each other.
Can you give us an example of a small U.S. goods producer that you've helped enter the St. Petersburg market?
Yes, we actually helped. During the last year, I dealt with several companies from America which were establishing sales offices in St. Petersburg. For a number of reasons, they chose St. Petersburg as their primary location in Russia, not Moscow. And the most important one is that St. Petersburg is a place where the goods are shipped to. And then also St. Petersburg has very good location in communication with Moscow. It's very easy to fly or to take train to Moscow. It's a very good phone and internet connection. And everything is cheaper in St. Petersburg. So those US companies chose to locate in St. Petersburg and business, and I worked with them to help them understand how to establish, in what form, would it be a rep office or a subsidiary or a just independent legal entity, and how to find people, how to find customers. Those are all the issues. What are the channels to ship goods, to store goods, how to find warehouses, customs regimes. Those are all the issues that people have to deal with.
What are the constraints or obstacles in doing business in the St. Petersburg area, and how does this differ from other regions in Russia?
I think that St. Petersburg is, in comparison to many other regions in Russia, is quite favorable place. I think the constraints are almost the same everywhere, although there may be some small regional specifics. The most important thing is one of the important things if a US company is thinking about investment is the personality of the regional governor. If it's not investment, if it's just trade, I think the most important thing is to estimate the market and to find good partners and to build trust between your partners in Russia. And then I think it's a good place to do business anywhere. I think that the biggest challenges everywhere in Russia right now is to find good personnel, and I think some of the challenges can be with infrastructure and with understanding the Russian rules and legislation, which is quite different from what it is in other countries. Although Russia is doing a lot to adopt its legislation to international standards, in many areas it's still quite different. So I think if you're open-minded, if you're willing to do business, you will be successful.
It sounds like you're making a difference for U.S. companies in the area with business and the U.S. Commercial Service, and we thank you for being with us today.
Thanks.